Hello everybody, it's me, Lindsay Star. Welcome back to this video and my channel. You guys do me a favor. I know this is bad, but if you guys are new to my channel, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do by tapping it, clicking it. If you're on, if you have the app, or if you're on desktop, laptop, whatever. Alright, because if you are watching my videos and you haven't done so, please do so if you'd like to see more of what I'm doing. Alright, because the more subscribers I'll get, the better chance people, the better chance I'll have people to understand, and people can understand me, we'll succeed together, right? I know this sounds crazy, but anyway, let's begin, shall we? So, I gotta take off my glasses because they're dirty and I should clean them up. But anyway, so I wanted to let you guys know that this whole entire situation, me doing this diet for Nutrisystem, it's kind of crazy. Apparently, they said to me, oh, I would lose at least 13 pounds? I don't feel like I did lose 13. When I weighed myself, actually, to be honest with you, when I started this, I lost 30 pounds. But to be honest with you, I'm actually lost more than 3. It's more like 10. And the reason why is because I felt that I should not start at 3. I put my setting point at 397 and not 404. And that's how much I started off with. And now I'm down to 394, which is 10 pounds. So, hopefully, I'm going to continue on to weigh myself and do my best to try to, lose the weight. Besides the eating, I also have to exercise. And, however, I felt like whatever Nutrisystem is advertising is somewhat misleading thing. But, and the reason why is what they said, yet it's hard to read the fine print, because it's that small, I mean, especially for my mother. However, my mother, on the other hand, she feels like she may get off the tires, and the reason why is her blood sugar. I mean, she told me that her blood sugar spiked. It's real high, and that's not a good thing. That's a very bad thing. I mean, Nutrisystem says it's supposed to be helping out diabetics. Then why did my mother's numbers go on high? I'd like to know why. So either that, or I tell my mom to try something different. I'm thinking I'm going to get her to do that. Well, I will talk to her about this when she gets home today. However, there are a lot of other things going on today that I want to let you guys know. And despite of there are things to be talking about. One thing is, I just want to let you guys know I will be streaming today on Twitch. It's just that I've been going through a lot of crazy things. One thing for sure is that, I do want to talk about this. So, if you guys didn't know, if you haven't followed me on Twitter or Instagram, make sure you can. But, anyway, so what happened on both on Twitter and Instagram, I post something during the weekend. And it has to do with the bits. So, what happened was, I decided to give somebody bits, one of the Twitch streamers who follows me on Instagram as well. It turns out that Saturday she was getting married. And despite I was with family, with my mother, we went out to get dinner. And despite it was a really crazy situation. So, what happened was, while this was happening, this Twitch streamer was getting married to her husband, who was also a Twitch streamer as well. And on top of that, so she still had, they were already into the reception anyway, and I didn't bother checking on that, but I did check and see how the stream was going, and I freaked out that I thought it was my end, it was her end. So what happened was I left her about a little over 2,100 worth of bits, which is about $21. And that's due to the fact of me watching the advertisements. And to be honest with you, I want to say what I had to say on Twitter. And what I said on Twitter was about something that I felt so weird, despite I also kind of screwed up my message a teeny tiny bit. If you don't believe me, check on my Instagram, because I definitely explain it much better. But what happened was, I decided to give to this Twitch streamer about 2,100, a little bit over 2,100. Actually, precisely, it's 21.55. That's $21.55 because each bit is 1 cent. According to what Twitch says, what Twitch has said in the statement, and that's because I was watching so much advertisements. So, decided to give that to her. You know, it was a wedding gift. You know, what else would you do for a wedding if you're a fellow Twitch streamer, or what do you give to another Twitch streamer? So anyway, so what happened was, so what happened was I went to give her, I decided to give it to her, and then I left a message. And I put a message, gave her that, and you know, that was it. I guess probably must have happened was before I went to stream. Turns out there were, I guess there were more people. So I guess some people saw what I did and probably did the same thing. So anyway, and when I made a statement on Twitter about this, I really had to say something about this. And the reason what I put up on Twitter was how much somebody else I was going to give it to. I felt, and this was months ago, when I first heard about this, I decided to watch, and at that time, I gathered up at least 1,000 bits, and I was going to give it to the streamer, who's an affiliate, who I was originally following, but I am no longer following. It's been, what? It's been nearly almost 7 months. I haven't, in nearly about 7 months, since I had, since I'm no longer following him. And what happened was, at that time, I was going to give it to him, and I was going to confess, but at the same time, his mod, who also lives in the United States as well, I don't know where, and if I did know, I'm not telling you all of you guys, out of respect, and I'm not telling you who it is, because I'm just protecting her as much as I'm protecting anybody else would. So, what happened? So, she watched advertisements, and then after that, she gave the bits strictly to him. And what happened? When he heard about this, he said, I wish this is happening in the United Kingdom. It sounded like to me he was complaining, and I felt, oh crap, if he doesn't like what she did, then I'm feeling I don't think he deserves it. I mean, why would somebody be upset at that somebody who decided to watch advertisements, get free bits, and give them to the streamer. And I was like, well, if he's not gonna accept that from me, forget about it. I'll give it to somebody else. And despite I kept building up more until I said it, you know what? After all, I said I'd give it to somebody who deserved it much better. And I gave it to this female Twitch streamer who was getting married. And I thought, what a nice thing to do when somebody is getting married. I might as well give it to somebody and this night she did try to stream it, but it was terrible. That her internet connection was not good. But I gave her all the bits that I have, and even though I'm going to do it again, I'm going to give it to somebody else who also deserves it. I mean, I'm not being mean or anything about this, but for somebody who, when I was about to give it to somebody else who deserves this, and then they said, then they're going to complain about this and not appreciate this, then they don't deserve this. I mean, seriously. And that's what nearly broke me. I mean, for somebody to complain, I felt like they didn't deserve it. And I know most of you guys who also watch Twitch streamers would say something like, oh, why didn't you give it to him at that time? I mean, think about this. I mean, I was not the only one who's watching him. He has others, including his mods. And especially one of them, who I'm not mentioning, she's not only mods one, I mean, she has at least 3 others who she mods for. And she could give it to either of them. But that day I felt, nah, I don't think he deserves it. I mean, because she mentions it in the chat, saying that she watched the advertisement to get this. She gave it the bits to him, and he reads it, and he's like, couldn't believe it. So, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, understand he's an affiliate, and for what he had said, because he thought it only happening in the United States, and he lives in the United Kingdom. Well, probably because since it hasn't rolled out yet to the United Kingdom, yet. I mean, maybe they did now. I mean, sure enough, if I have more bits that I would watch, I mean, I would give it to somebody who's from the UK and who's not mad about this. And maybe I should give it to Tom Cassell, aka Syndicate. I mean, yes, I know he's a verified Twitch partner, and he's been that way for years, alright? I mean, I could give this to him. And at least he won't complain. But what I'm just saying is, I was very upset that's about what I had to do, but at the same time, I felt somebody like this female Twitch streamer I'm not mentioning, she deserves it more better than some male streamer in the UK complaining about this. And I'm just hoping she understands. I didn't know she saw also my Instagram post tagging her, but probably right now she'll probably check later after she goes through after she has her honeymoon. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry I had to say that, but that's how I felt. I mean, seriously, I think there should be more people who should appreciate what I do. I mean, watching advertisements and without, watching advertising get free bits without me paying a dime, and give it to people who I want to cheer for, who I felt deserves it. I know most of you guys say, "Oh, why didn't you do that back then? You know, he should have it." I'm like, really? Like, unless somebody would complain about this, I mean, seriously. And, you know, and I know you guys are probably going to want to know who I'm talking about. I'm not. This is my choice, and I just don't want people to be dragged into this. But what happened is what happened. And despite I don't follow him anymore because of signals and stuff, you know? I mean, seriously. Hey. I mean, I had no other choice. I ended up blocking him on most of it. Actually, I know he has more than one Twitter account. I blocked 3 of the 4 he has, but the only one I couldn't block is the one he never much uses because because of his real name, and it's terrible enough that this happens. Despite how upset and frustrated I was, and you know, anyway, so you know, just forget what I said about this male streamer and understand somebody who's a female streamer ends up deserving this. And it's not just because of what I am saying. This sounds like to me, oh, I'm being so mean about this. No, it's not being mean. It's just that how it was meant, how I found out. I mean, because I was watching the stream and this happened. So, I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, or playing any favoritisms. It's just that it was brought to my... It's just how I took it. I was going to give it to this male streamer, but... who lives out in the UK, was an affiliate, and said, and he... Instead of him saying, oh, that's... Instead of him saying... Well, that's nice that that's happening. However, you know, I think, I mean, the United Kingdom should have it too. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. But this is Twitch. I mean, you can't blame them. But, anyway, it's nothing about I'm not being mean about this. It's just how I felt. And, you know, and believe me, when I watch more advertisements, and if I do get up to 2,000 again, I'll give it to a male streamer who deserves it. All right? But anyway, hey, anyway, but I understand I will be streaming today on twitch.tv/MissLindsayStar. It'll be linked down in the description down below of the video if you are watching this. Anyway, so there is actually there is one other thing I do also want to say. I don't know what has been going on with my whole entire not much about my whole entire family, I should say. I don't know why I'm starting to think that way. But, you know, there are a lot of things going on as of late, and despite there are some crazy things. And for me, if you guys have also seen me gone crazy on Instagram, yes, I had. And I just don't want anybody to think I really gone crazy. But just understand, I was being so silly, last night. And it's because somebody decides to make it more silly for me. I'll let you guys figure this one out. Okay. But anyway, guys, just understand how it happened was that for somebody, so I just want to say that I decided to give the bits to somebody who deserves it. And, you know, I don't mean any harm to anybody else, but for somebody, for her, you know, can't blame me, alright? I'm kind of distracted now, because my notifications on both my iPad and my phone are going off. Because Twitter, okay, and Instagram. Okay, guys, that's all I'm just gonna address. Yes, I will be streaming today on twitch.tv/MissLindsayStar. I'll be probably streaming Minecraft. However, I'm just gonna get some of my videos transferred right now over to YouTube. And then we'll go stream, okay? So hopefully if you guys would like to join me, go right ahead. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video. So don't forget to hit that like button down below. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure notifications are definitely turned on. And also make sure to share, leave a comment. Also follow me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter. Also check out my gaming channel and my merch. I should be plugging that as well. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. And I will see you guys later. Until then, bye. To check out more of my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button by that space of me. If you want to check out more videos, check the one out that is about that I did yesterday, or check out the recommendation from YouTube. Okay.